insert signature intro here. This is D-rew from Sports Cards from Scratch, and this is a one-take hot take of what to do now that PSA has suspended grading cards. So I was planning on sending these cards like these.
What are they? Oh, by the way, Dad's off screen.
Yes, he's off screen. New LaMelo cards, which I have said that he's going to be something, and his cards are something. This, which is beautiful.
Show him that lame one that's right now. It's like $2,000 if it's a PSA 10.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
That looks like lame low instead of LaMelo on that one. That one's so boring.
It really is.
Or
Jordan's Hurts. This is a beautiful card.
You even got that prism over there.
Yeah, I do.
The burrow.
Yeah, the burrow. The burrow. It's beautiful burrow, which has.
So what is grading like? Why were you going to send those to somebody?
Well, grading is you get these cards on a scale of.
You send them to.
You send them to a grading service like PSA, which is what we've done. And you get a grade from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being absolutely terrible, and that card should not be sold in the slab under any circumstances. Unless you're selling the slab, but that would be kind of weird.
Or it's really old. So what's a PSA slab look like?
It looks like
Who's that?
This is Lou Robert.
Lou
Bob. So this is PSA, but they're
point out what it actually does.
So they have trying to find a good spot with. So they have right here, it says Gem Mint. It's a 10 of 10, so that's the best it can be. That means the centering's good, the surface of the card is good, that means there are no scratches or anything, and the corners and the edges are nice. So it got a 10. Now this card raw would sell for a lot, but as a 10, that increases the amount it would sell for by a good bit. But sadly, PSA has stopped taking in new cards except for the really expensive services.
And why did they do that?
Because the 3 days before they changed their prices, they got more cards in those 3 days than they had in the 3 months before, which is absolutely crazy.
I think they had somewhere in the neighborhood of a $10 million. The rumor is a 10 million card backlog.
Wow.
And so why that's a problem, because that's primarily the high end of what you sell on eBay.
Yes.
So what are you going to do about it? Like what are the possibilities?
Well, you can wait, which I would not advise, because if you can get these cards graded now while PSA is still backlogged, you could make some money, potentially, like PSA money, off of Beckett, CGA. No, wait. It's CGS. HGA. Stuff like that.
So what does a Beckett look like?
So this is what a Beckett slab looks like. This is an autograph. So Beckett gives you a grade on the card and the autograph. So the card's a 9, but the autograph is a 10, which is actually really cool.
And the Beckett process is pretty significant because they have subgrades as well on the edges and everything.
Yeah, they grade each thing. This card's centering is a 9. The corners are 9.5, edges are 9.5, and the surface a 9.
But what's the problem with Beckett?
I mean, they could do the same thing that PSA has done.
They seem just as far behind with
Yeah.
Beckett as PSA is.
Yeah, and I mean, we sent cards in September to PSA. No word since we sent them. Haven't gotten the back. Nothing.
Okay, so you could do HGA. What's cool about HGA?
The way their slabs look. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And they're new.
So they use a hybrid version of computer technology and people, but they have, look up HGA. They've got two cool things. They've got a cool slab, which actually will match the card if you want it to, like the colors. Oh, and
that's really cool.
They have a queue. They will only take in so many cards at once to prevent a backlog.
Now that is smart.
On top of that, you could do CSG.
Yes.
CGS.
Yeah, CGS.
And they are the world's biggest comic and coin grader.
Yes, which is actually really interesting that they grade coins.
But even with Beckett, what's the problem with Beckett versus PSA or any of these versus PSA?
They're not as big as PSA. PSA is like the grading service, pretty much. And they don't sell as much. They don't sell as much.
They don't sell for as much.
They don't sell for as much.
So if you have like a Beckett 9.5 versus a PSA 10.
Yes, which they're about the same.
But the PSA 10 is going to sell for
a bit more.
So it leaves us in kind of a bind. So show them a couple more cards you were going to send in from over there.
Yeah, we're going to send in this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this. It's actually really beautiful. We're going to send in the LaMelos, the Jordan.
Some of your favorites over here.
The new Netmarbles Giannis. I mean, the new Netmarbles look even better than last year's. I mean, these are beautiful.
So your choices, again, real quick, are one take, hot take. Your choices
are send them off to BGA, CGS,
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what all the names are. HGA. You can wait.
You could sell them raw. And
you could attempt to buy some slabs cheap. That would probably benefit you.
I would be out there buying as many eBay PSA 10s of people that I was collecting, because I think they're going to go up for short term.
Yes.
And try to kind of flip them because they're going to be harder to come by.
Oh yeah.
Would you spend $300 to send some of these to PSA per card?
No. That is way too expensive.
Unless you come across a multi-$1,000 card, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I mean, depending on how many cards you send out, that one card would just pay for all of it.
Yeah, and I think not that you asked, but my one hot take would be only your most pressing cards, the cards that maybe you're going to spike right now because they just came out.
Yes.
And there's some LaMelo like that. I don't know. Well, really, I think the
like this for some reason.
No, I mean the Revolution that you got there.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would sell. That I would send them out to be graded. I think I would wait and kind of see how things shake out for the next few weeks.
Yes.
I like the CSG, is that or CGS, Comic Grading Service?
Yes, CGS.
Not Comic, Certified Grading Service. I like theirs, but their slabs are kind of boring. And that matters to people. So I think it's going to be less. There's also SGC. I hate their slabs. They are the ugliest slabs.
Aren't they the weird black ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do not look good.
But your advice is Find one, pick one, stick with it, send
Yes.
in at least some and see how quickly
Yeah.
they get turned around.
Like we have this that we were planning on sending. This is a lovely harden.
So is there anything else about the hobby you want to tell everybody before we sign off?
I mean, I was correct about harden and LaMelo. That's a plus. But insert signature outro here. Thanks for watching.
And listening to Daddy off
Yeah,
screen.
and listening to the disembodied voice of my dad. Bye.